Welcome into another video, and we have breaking news out of Baltimore. A juicy one, absolutely juicy one. This is the biggest firing of the cycle after 18 seasons. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh out, gone, fired. Legacy, Super Bowls, an amazing record and an amazing division, and it is over with. We knew that this was a possibility. If you guys watch my firing head coaching videos, you knew that I put both Tomlin and Harbaugh in the potential part ways. They didn't even part ways here, but the potential part ways, and it was depending on who lost that final Week 18 game. And this is it. This is the guy who lost, and they're firing John Harbaugh. The ripple effects that could come from this one are massive. I wonder if this is going to open up more jobs now that Harbaugh is available. Some head coaches who might be on thin ice across football right now. Maybe they let their guy go. I mean, you could look into Buffalo. Maybe if Buffalo gets first round bounce to the Jacksonville Jaguars, you could see Harbaugh potentially there. I think about the Dolphins. You could see Harbaugh potentially there. This is a very, very, very big story across the NFL today. I mean, Black Monday was yesterday. They obviously weighed their decisions here, and Harbaugh is out. I wonder who's going to get this gig. This is a big gig. You know, there's going to be a lot of guys who want to coach Lamar Jackson. I wonder if Todd Monken maybe just gets a promotion. There's a guy who was one of the maybe hotter coordinators in last year's cycle, didn't end up landing the gig. He backed out of a few, I believe, but he was one of the hotter OCs in last year's coaching cycle. I know that he has been requested by the Cleveland Browns to interview, and then just a few hours later, John Harbaugh fired. I wonder if we're going to see promotion there. But this is a big one. This is a big one. I would love to just see them go with an offensive mind, a clear-cut offensive mind. I understand maybe not wanting to promote Monken. Offense wasn't as good this year as it was last year. Lamar battled injuries, but still overall a disappointing season from the Ravens offense. So I could understand them wanting to maybe look outside the box. Kubiak, Stefanski staying in the division, going to the Baltimore Ravens and getting to coach Lamar Jackson. That is extremely interesting. That would probably set Cleveland Brown fans off, and rightfully so. These two, with the moving from Cleveland to Baltimore and then Cleveland becoming their own franchise again, these two franchises have a lot of history, and that would just be really juicy to see Kevin Stefanski in Baltimore. What a day. What a moment right here. 18 seasons. Hell of a coach. I wonder where he's going to land. I wonder if he maybe takes a year off, takes his time. I mean, he just spent 18 years with one organization. Hard to imagine that just getting right back into it with a new team would be easy, but coaching's a mindset. Like, if he's still hungry, he's 63 years old. He probably gets another swing at it if he wants to take a year off. I totally understand that, but if teams feel like they have a serious chance of hiring John Harbaugh, they're going to fire their guy if they're on thin ice. There's obviously your few across the league, pretty good amount across the league that are locked in right now. I feel like it was right just to move on. At the end of the day, no, they couldn't get over the hump. They went to an AFC Championship game, had home field advantage, lost that one in a tight one, but it's been 12 years since he went to the Super Bowl. He has this MVP quarterback in and out of disappointing seasons. And at the end of the day, it's probably best to just move on. I was surprised that it was firing, not a part ways. Let's look at all these openings that we've got available now. This is from Shefty right here. Head coach openings. Wow. I mean, Ravens, Lamar Jackson, Jackson Dart, weapons, Cam Scatterbo, Malik Neighbors, good draft capital. They're going to want to go there. Like, that is a solid destination. Titans, number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward. Not the most enticing destination, but somebody could definitely get in there and fix Cam Ward. The Falcons, a plethora of weapons, a really good young defense. They don't have draft capital. Cardinals, you got top premier position, draft position there. But you've got to kind of weigh the Kyler Murray situation. Browns, iffy. Tough to figure out that QB debacle there, and then the Raiders, a phenomenal opening, maybe the best opening outside of the Ravens now, where you get to literally go coach Lamar Jackson. Raiders are probably number 2. You have the number 1 pick. You have Brock Bowers, Ashton Jeanty, Max Crosby, $110 million in cap space. That's That's probably the most premier opening outside of the Baltimore Ravens, just because that roster is awesome and you get to coach Lamar Jackson. I wonder if any more open up now, though. I'm very intrigued to see what happens with the Dolphins, because I think that they waited on McDaniel to kind of figure out, if the GM is going to want to keep him around. Now that Harbaugh is on the market, now that Stefanski's on the market, could be tough for a brand new general manager to convince himself to potentially keeping what could be a lame duck head coach going into 2026. GM will probably give him a swing at it, but now with Stefanski and Harbaugh on the market, that's very, very intriguing. I'm excited. This is juicy. This is a big one, guys. This is a huge one. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another video. I'll talk to you guys soon. We got NFC West NFC wildcard round predictions dropping tomorrow, and we've got AFC wildcard predictions and preview dropping Thursday. Playoffs are here. Head coaching are getting fired. I love this league. Nothing beats this league, baby. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.